welcome to the stream. I trying to get everything set up here. My charts somehow went crazy overnight and forgot all of my settings. So I had to come in this morning and put everything back on the charts here. Got about 5 minutes till open here. So I'm still working on getting these things pulled up properly. Yeah, I've been unable to get my trading view chart to pull up properly. I don't know what's going on with that. Got about 3 minutes till the market opens here. See if I can't get this trading view chart figured out. All right, let's see here. Might have gotten it figured out here. Nope. Still not correct. All right, I think I finally got it fixed. Took forever. All right, I did look. There's no real gaps this morning to speak of. Small gap to the downside, but overall, not very many points. So not that important there. Let's see. All right. Pulling back here, going into open. I don't know. This thing, Trade seems to be lagging this morning. I haven't tried to open a order yet, but Trade, you see how like the charts aren't moving. I don't know. It seems to be lagging. I guess maybe that continuous auto fit crap is on. Got about 15 seconds to open, so let's see what happens here. All right, market's open here, kind of pulling back. I'm going to have to turn this continuous auto fit off. I do not like it. Looking for this move down. Stops at break even here. Quick little $130 there on the NQ. All right, I got to fix this. I can't stand this continuous auto fit. I guess apparently something happened overnight. I see other people complaining about it too, where this their charts are just not right today. Literally had to go in and put everything back on every chart. To go through and fix everything. All right. I missed out on a little bit of profit there because I don't like the fact that I couldn't see my chart. Selling off hard here at open, both the Nasdaq and the ES. I don't know. I almost want to participate here down here at the bottom, but seeing as I already took profit up here at the 40s, not going to do it. Just going to wait. I'm a little frazzled this morning, so I don't want to do anything that I'm gonna kind of regret later on. So. Kind of pivot down at the 502 on the NQ. Pushing the 20s here on the Nasdaq. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just kind of looking to see what's happening. Yeah, we don't want to chase the bottom here. We're going to let it kind of work itself out, let price action work itself out, and then we'll kind of look for some entries afterwards. That move down was pretty fast. So I'm kind of just being patient here. NQ still trying to move down. Might want that 500 level at the pivot. Pivot's at 502 down there on the NQ. See what happens down here at the bottom. Yeah, I want to jump in, but I'm not going to. Kind of learned my lesson from doing that before here, I think. Got that pivot at 502. Pivot on the ES is going to be 42.67. So kind of approaching that pivot as well. Possibly sell down to the 63s here, which we were looking for yesterday. We didn't get. Let's see. Yeah, I got pretty heavy support today on the at 42.67 level on the ES here. I almost want to jump in long here on this pushback up. I'm going to give it a long here on the ES. This is not showing everything, you know. Kind of a risky long here, but I think we may reverse in this area. Gonna move my stop to break even pretty quickly here anyway. Just risking what, $150 here. Might just go ahead and take this off for a small loser. It's not the kind of trade I normally take, but figure I would give it a try this morning. Gonna go ahead and put the stop up here. Kind of reduce the risk a little bit if it doesn't go. All right, we got the risk down to $50 now. So if this doesn't go here, We're going to go to break even there. It's fine. I'm happy to get out of that trade break even, basically. Wasn't really going like I thought it would, so let's get out of it while we can. Looks kind of reversely to me, but NQ bounced off of the lows there a little stronger than the ES did. All right, now it's doing what we thought it might do. Of course, as soon as we get out of it, that's kind of how that works, right? Get out of it, and it bouncies. I was looking for that 75, 76 area on that pushback up. Didn't quite get to my target on that pushback up, so that's okay. Trading back up into this fair value gap here. Got about 3 minutes for that first 15-minute candle to print. Some people having some problems with trade of 8 this morning. It's a little bit laggy. Seems a little laggy this morning, but so far everything's working for me. May take a short here on the NQ, kind of thinking about it here. All right, here we go. I get stopped out here. I was thinking about moving that up a little bit there, maybe giving it a little more room to breathe, and then I didn't get to it in time there. Took a bit of a loss. Probably should have been in a little sooner than that if I was going to be shorting there. Took a $215 loss there, probably kind of unnecessarily. Yeah, my charts are acting a little funny now. They're missing some candles on some of these charts. All right. Kind of looking like we might be getting this reversal here. A little push back up. Oh, goodness. This thing is killing me here. Oh. Bracket orders aren't on either on here. Obviously, I have to go and put every single thing back on all of these charts. This is very annoying. All right. Take a long on both here. Kind of feel like we're going to get this breakout. I'm going to go ahead and move the break even on that one. Probably way too fast, but need to get this pushed through the VWAP here. All right, stops at break even here. See if we can power through that VWAP. Gotta go here. All right, stopped out for break even there. All right, I'm going to take a moment here, just kind of reset. I didn't even notice we were approaching the VWAP, so I got to just take a second here and make sure before I take another trade. Do have a volume imbalance here at the 74 level. All right, well, let's look for the next setup here. We're down $74 on this Apex and up 15 on Top Steps, so pretty much still break even. Haven't done anything too detrimental so far this morning, so I think we'll be fine. All right, I'm still just working on these charts, getting everything set back up here so that it's not looking crazy when I take a trade. I know you guys don't see it, but it's one of those things where when I'm used to seeing it look a certain way, and then when it pops up and it doesn't look that way, it's kind of throws you off a moment, for a moment there. All right, we got that one up. So we're going to just take a moment and fix all this stuff. I don't know what happened with TradeAvate last night. They obviously something, and it didn't save all the settings that you had, previous. So all right, I think I have everything mostly fixed. Yeah, I wish I would have held this trade here a little longer. Obviously, we got a lot more room there to run down, but we didn't. So let's just move on from that and see what we get. I'm going to get above this VWAP and this 21 SMA here, or 20 SMA, and then maybe we can take a nice little setup here, possible breakout. It's a possible breakout here. Really like it to get through the VWAP there strong, though, in order to take it. Maybe want to wait for 76 for confirmation on the ES there. Do have this, fair value gap here. I guess I should mark that stuff out so I don't forget it. Got this bearish fair value gap here to just be aware of. We also have one over here on the Nasdaq. Got about 3 minutes here before the top of the hour. 15-minute candle's looking pretty rough here. It's just one big wick on the the ES. Looking a little stronger there on the Nasdaq for sure. Think we might get this pop here above VWAP, possible. So far this morning, we've had mostly just kind of, you know, we did have the big move down to open, but it's just kind of been choppy action since. All right, ES is testing the VWAP here. Nasdaq also approaching the VWAP. See what happens once we get there. Kind of rejecting the VWAP there so far. Just holding up right here at the VWAP, not wanting to get through that level just yet. Seeking a lot of indecisive wicks here. Up, down, small bodies. Typically means we're going to kind of get a breakout in one direction or the other here pretty soon. I would guess to the upside, but who really knows there? Could go both ways. We do have the bearish fair value gap up here. All right, ES trying to make that move above VWAP here. Yes, really giving it its all, trying to get through that VWAP. If it busts through there, then you'd think it would bring the Nasdaq with it. You can see the ES repainted that volume imbalance there, creating another one now. Trying to move above. Are we going to break back down to the lows here? We're just going to reject the VWAP and the 20 SMA and maybe break down to the lows again. Maybe go down and retest that pivot. Who knows? Getting a little pullback here on the NQ. Thinking about buying up this pullback, to be honest. Possibly for this move through VWAP. Just crossed the top of the hour here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try along here. I'm going to move my stop to break even pretty quickly. Just kind of, well, the plan was to move it to break even quickly there. Let's see. All right, there we go. Maybe get this push back up through the VWAP here possible. I'll go ahead and lock in a little bit of profit. Maybe trail this up as we go here. Break through 50. Looking for more. All right, there we go. Trying to get through there. Took a little $165 winner there. Thought it might reject that VWAP again, so didn't want to give anything back on it. The idea of that trade, really, I wanted to get long down here in the 30s level, but I didn't pull the trigger on it in time. Got in kind of in the middle, but still worked out for us. You can see the ES kind of broke out there, cleared this, almost cleared out this fair value gap, and then rejected. ES really going to need to go here for the NQ to be able to get through there strong. So far, this doesn't seem like it's going to be a day where you need to be putting a lot of risk on. It seems like it's going to be one of those days where you need to lock in profit quickly and move on. So, not getting a whole lot of follow through yet, aside from that, first waterfall move down that happened super fast. You can see we just rejected VWAP there and just got pulled right back into that range. Dollar kind of trying to make a move down, but not quite having the power to get there yet. Just kind of stair stepping, staying in the same spot. Excuse me. Might go back down here and retest these lows, kind of selling off here pretty hard. Rejected that VWAP and then kind of just selling down. It's not going to be something I'm interested in messing with right there. So we are kind of looking for the ICT silver bullet setup. Excuse me. Typically forms between 10 and 11 a.m. New York time. So we're going to be looking this morning for some sort of higher low to be swept and then create a fair value gap to the opposite direction. So could even just be a short-term high. All right, ES making that move up now. Dollar's moving down. Got to kind of reclaim that 78 level on the ES for the bulls to get back in control here. Seeing some nice displacement here to the upside on the ES. Nasdaq still lagging a little bit, still below the VWAP. Went up and kissed that 4280 level there. It's like a possible move up to 88 on the ES. Working on a fair value gap here. If we can continue to push a little bit, pull back into it, and then go. Possible entry for us there. 1 minute chart on the NQ. Let's check the 1 minute on the ES. Well, we already have a fair value gap on the 1 minute on the ES. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to look for a trade back into this zone on the ES. If we can trade back into the 79 level once this candle that we're working on closes. NQ's finally making its way above the VWAP there. Was thinking about taking a long there on the Nasdaq, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to let this fair value gap form and then look for a pullback into it. We already have a fair value gap formed on the 2 minute chart here, looks like. Or actually on the 1 minute chart, so maybe we'll trade back into that area. All right, ES has created nice little gap to the upside here. Kind of looking on the smaller time frame to see if there's an entry to be had there. I mean, so far I just see one here. The NQ, we do have potential entry on that one. Let's see. Looks like we might get tagged in here on the ES at the 80 level. Let's see. Watching NQ also. Possible entry on the NQ around that 45 level. Yeah, we got a couple of fair value gaps here on each chart, so. Just going to go ahead and enter at 45 on the Nasdaq if we can get it. If we can get this pullback to it. All right, long there on the ES. Just got tagged in there. Kind of bouncing out of there. We're going to go ahead and put our stop at where we're not supposed to. Put it at break even. I don't know why I did that. For some reason, I just have this feeling that this may have just been, you know, kind of running some stops, and then this may just pull back deeper. That's kind of what I was scared of there. And maybe I'm not that I'm not reading this right, but kind of watching both here. All right, we're going to take the long on the NAS here. Yeah, I moved my stop to break even. I was kind of wanting it to go. I don't know. I'm kind of... I'm not trusting these setups this morning. I don't really know why. I mean, this traded right back into the fair value gap that I was looking for. And now it's bouncing right out of there. And so is the ES. All right, we're going to take the long here and let it do its thing on the Nasdaq. If we get stopped out, we just get stopped out. Going to target the swing high here. Stops at break even. I don't know. I'm just not trusting that trade at all. And when you don't trust it, you may as well just sit tight. Yeah, it's not really giving me a clear indication this morning. Or maybe it is, and I'm just not trusting it, not seeing it well. It's one of those things. And, of course, there it goes. All right, I'm going to jump back in here. I think it's going to take out that swing high. The problem now is I'm not going to have my stop to where it needs to be, but so this is kind of part of my problem. I don't trust the trade, and then my entry is much higher than where it needs to be, and I get punished. So there we go. Stops at break even. Let's get this thing going. That was the setup right there. That was my setup and my trade that I'm looking for between 10 and 11 every day, and I blew it. So we blew it on that one. Blew that trade. All right. Well, the positive thing is we are still up today, albeit very little. But let's just wait, find the next opportunity here. This was absolutely our setup. I took it. Should be long from the 79 here for that move up to 85. That's my 5 handles, basically. It may offer us a second entry. Same thing on the NQ here. We should have been long from the 45. If you look on the 1 minute chart, traded right back into a fair value gap on the 1 minute chart. Nice 45 would have been the entry. Move up to 68. That's 20 handles. Still pushing up towards that swing high there. Might try a quick scalp here on the fills and orders. Show all price levels. There we go. Now we can kind of see that we're losing on this trade. Pulling back here. I'm going to move the stop down here. I'm quite certain this is going to go ahead and take out that 75 level here. At least it should. Probably could even target up here if we can get the strong push through 70 here. Might take it off if it continues to pull back too much. We don't want to dig ourselves a huge hole here. Of course, per usual, the stop will be up quickly. Well, kind of teasing the breakout there. All right, we're going to go to break even here. Well, maybe we're not. There we go. Now we're at break even. We'll kind of trail this up a little bit, but not too much. Oh, this stupid auto fit is on. I don't like the line not showing here. I can't tell where that's actually at. All right, we took $165 there. I'll take it. All right, let's turn this continuous auto fit off. This thing drives me crazy. All right. So we're up 196 in the top step. We're up 129 in the apex. Kind of feel like we're going to take out that 85 level, but we're not going to risk it there. So profit's profit, even if it's small profit. So this morning, you know, you feel like you can just take what you can get today. So I'm pretty happy with the profit so far. So let's just see if the market offers us any more setups here. Well, a couple small trades this morning. Not really happy with my execution, my management of the trades. Certainly trailing the stop up too quickly there, and probably entering some trades in some positions where maybe the entry doesn't make sense. This was frustrating here. This is the ICT silver bullet setup that I'm looking for. Trades into it, I take the entry, move my stop, get stopped out. I take an entry again, move my stop, get stopped out. Take another entry, move my stop, get stopped out. Should be long on this entry from 45. Really, at 50 is where I entered, or 49. And look where we're at, 80. That's one trade, 30 handles, $600, and you're done for the day. That's the type of stuff that I'm trying to eventually get to be able to do, have that kind of patience, trust the trade, and let it go. So, taking a few entries on the ES this morning. I think 3 trades on the ES, and this one was an okay entry, kind of a reversal off the bottom there. I thought we might get this pump up, and obviously we did. A little bit of drawdown, 2 handles, but I could have been long here from the 72 and, held it all the way to the 85. Because never really in the red after this first candle. Well, second candle there. Didn't trust it. Closed it out. Got long again here at 75 once again. Didn't trust it. And then obviously this was the ICT silver bullet setup right here. Traded right into this fair value gap. I put my order in the wrong spot. I meant to put it here and I put it up here. So we got filled here. Took a little bit of drawdown, but certainly, went in the right way there. So 80 up to 84, almost 85. So I'll be up almost 4 or 5 handles on that silver bullet right now. and just be having a nice one trade day. Eventually, that's the plan. That's what we're going to get to. So just got to keep working on the mental aspect of it, and then eventually we'll be there. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll be taking some more trades if we can find a setup that works for us. So that's going to kind of be key if we can find a setup. Getting a nice rejection here on NQ before it took out this swing high here. Getting a kind of a rejection back into this small fair value gap here. Could potentially take a long here for the move above that swing high. Not sure the risk to the reward makes a whole lot of sense there, though. Just going to be a 1-to-1 if you take that. Might just leave these relatively equal highs here. There's also our lower fair value gap here. Let's see. Kind of where it that's probably more of a premium, so it's probably trying to maybe trade back into this area here. It's a lower fair value gap. That might be kind of what it's looking at doing. Trade back into here before this move back up. My dog's being nice and quiet this morning. Kind of shocking. I don't think he's burped. I don't think he's barked once. All right, trading back into that fair value gap there on the 15-minute chart. Or not 15-minute, on the 3-minute chart on the NQ. It's kind of... Yeah, today has been very difficult, very challenging. Well, I say it's been challenging, but then I've just mismanaged a couple of trades. So, let's see if this trades back into this gap. You'd have to risk, so your entry would be 61. Stop be down at 50. So you'd be risking 10 for, potential 15. Something like that. Probably going to get this move back up to the 42.88. Maybe close the day at the 43.07 level, looks like. Possibly on the ES. If this trades back into this gap, I'd like to take an entry. I just don't know that we're going to get it. Just don't know if it's going to trade back into there or not. Could have taken the entry right there for the first kind of test of it. When I wasn't really, wasn't watching it. Let's go ahead and put a resting order here at 61.75. Let's see if we get tapped in or not. At the risk a little more, this might put us in red if this trade doesn't work out on this account. But we're going to try to be confident in it here. If we get tagged in, let's see what we can do. I'm actually considering doing this trade on both accounts. Thinking about switching this, putting this order on both accounts here, but probably not going to. May not even get tagged in here. It's flirting with it. Flirting with our entry here. All right, we're tagged in. Getting a nice little bounce out of there. That's what we're looking for. I'm going to go ahead and drop the stop at break even here at $100. Once we get to $200, we're going to move it up to guarantee 100. Long from 61.75. Might get stopped out here. Let's see. I want it to just go. We don't always get what we want. There we go. All right, locking in 100 there. Looking for more. $120, logging in 120, looking for more. Let's go. Well, the idea for that trade worked out. I didn't manage it well, but I'll take it. We will take it. Puts us closer to our daily goal. So now up 246 on our Apex account for the day, and we're up 196 on our Top Step. So overall, $440 ish between the two. Can't complain too much there. It would be nice to be able to just copy these two accounts at the same time. I'm not sure that you can do that. I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know what it is. So I'm happy with the way that I managed my risk this morning, at least. If I had taken that on both accounts, it would have worked out decently. But, you know, that's kind of doubling down on the risk there when you do that. So, kind of glad I trailed that up. I mean, we really wouldn't have got much more out of it. What, another 4 handles? Not that it may not continue here. It may continue higher. Kind of feel like it will. Yeah. The ES is kind of basing here in this 82 to 86 range. Get a break above 88 here, and we move to that 4,300 level pretty quickly, probably. Let's see what we got here. So far, we got the Apex account is going to be sitting at $51,816 on the equity in that. So as of right now, about $1,200 more to go on that one. And the Top Step counts at $51,413. So we got about $1,600 more to go on that one before we can before we finish it up and start making some money on these accounts. Yeah. NQ's kind of pulling back into that fair value gap again, retesting it for the fourth time here. Yeah, holding this fair value gap is a pretty good sign. The fact that it hasn't went yet, it's a little scary, but it is holding this gap, which you would think that eventually it's just going to take off. All right, I hear my dog eating something. Let me. What do you got? Come here. Come on. I don't know. He has a box or something, so hold on. I got to go get it. All right, maybe that's why he was so quiet there. He was chewing on some cardboard. Chewing on some cardboard he found somewhere. Who knows? I gotta fix this camera here. It's a little. There we go. All right. Finally getting this push up here. It's probably going to test that swing high now at this point. All right, NQ trying to push above this swing high here. Think we're probably going to get it on this move. Need ES to really start going, get above that 88 level there, and it's going to take the NAS with it probably all the way up to 600 if we get that push through 88. Maybe we spoke too soon. Maybe it just wants to go back down and retest that fair value gap a couple more times. See where the pivot is. Well, we got a pivot right here at 86 on the ES. So 86, that's probably why we're having such a tough time getting through here. Get through that pivot, and we can just move higher. $42.86 is going to be the pivot. All right, retesting that pivot now. Nasdaq's trying to push through, break that swing high. There it goes. Trading right out of that fair value gap. Would have never been in the red on this trade, but you know, hindsight's always easy to see. There's that move up to 88, breaking through that pivot. Gonna see how price reacts to this 88 level. Looks like NQ is going to probably make it up to the 600s. Might even test that high from overnight at 615. Skyrocketing through the pivot there, through the 88s. What's my daily goal for this week? It's the same as always, Jack. So looking at $300 per day per account. So we're at 196 on the top step and 246 on the apex. I don't, you know, even though if I have a daily goal, I'm not going to stop trading if there's a setup. I'll still take the setup. I almost hit the buy button there, but missed that breakout. Nice to see us above 88, though. Probably going to make it to that 4,300 level. No, I hesitated on hitting the button there. I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah, it felt a little bit like a chase to me because I was long from this fair value gap earlier and I didn't hold it. And I saw it kept holding this gap, and I even talked about it. But I don't know. I just didn't want to enter again. So we're approaching 11 a.m. here. Let's see what happens here in the next few minutes. Maybe we can... I think we might get this push on through the 600 level. Possibly test that 615 pretty quickly there. That would have been a big, nice trade. I mean, I was long there from the 60, 62. I mean, that would have been a nice 35, 40 handle trade. But... right. Well, let's see what happens here. See where we go to. Got the pivot on the Nasdaq all the way up at the 646. Just got to kind of press through the 600 level here, that psych level. Get above there. Continue pushing up. ES still trying to go. It's trying to move up into the low 90s here. Try not to take those momentum trades, really. That's my thing. I've been losing on those momentum trades, and I recognize that. Even though that was a pretty good burst to the upside there. Outside the first few minutes of the day, I try to avoid the momentum trades because they tend to cost me. All right, ES moving above 42.92 there. Kind of painful to watch this move up without you when you were in both. And you know, it's long here from the 80, and we're all the way up to the 92, 93 area. Oh shit. Is this going to take the high a day? Looks kind of like it is. The overnight high. Kind of moving towards it. That's the thing. You sit here and then you miss it. And then you don't want to jump in. Excuse me. See what happens here at the 600 level. Holding up so far. Yeah, I don't know if I like buying up here. I'm tempted to pull the trigger, but I don't think I'm going to buy up here. Try to be a little more, you know, don't want to say passive, but a little more careful. Maybe get a pullback into this 89 level, maybe 91 on the NAS here for an entry. Possible. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. A fair value gap here on the 1 minute chart at the 89, and then obviously you can see it on the 3 minute chart too. That 90 level possibly could enter, but I don't know if that'd be a spot I'd want to really be entering. ES pulling back into that 90 level also. Kind of pulled back into that 90 level like we were thinking there. Let's see how price reacts to it. We do have some volume imbalances down here below. All the way down at the 75. Price likes to repaint those imbalances sometimes. Just kind of watching it here. All right, pulling back into this fair value gap pretty hard here. It's going to be tough to buy this. This could just retrace this entire move back down into the low 80s here. Let's see. 78 kind of will be support in this area. 78 right there where the VWAP is. We don't hold 78 here, then maybe we sell back to the 68 level here. But maybe we get just some consolidation and accumulation here in this area before we move up into the 4300s. That's possible too. See if it holds this gap or not. All right, kind of testing this fair value gap here, kind of trying to bounce out of it. Let's see what we get. Holding this level so far. But to me, kind of looking like it wants to just pull back through this gap here. Well, maybe this is bouncing out of it. Do we dare take the entry here? All right, we're going to take the long here, try to get this move through, possibly to the high of day. Risking, gonna have to risk a little more than I normally like. We may be break even on the day on this account if this one does not work out. Or down slightly maybe. All right, moving up there. Let's see if we can get this push on up. Gonna move my stop to break even though that's not really the protocol. But that's what we're doing. I'm kind of trail this up here as we can. Well, we didn't get to trail it up too far there because we got stopped. Probably going to be kicking myself for that one. But that's all right. Just took, I don't know, $30 on that trade. I mean, I'd imagine this is probably going to move up to the high of day. I got to learn my lesson on moving my stop. I really do. I've got to really, really work on that. Got to work on not moving that stop. Just leave it where it is. Let the trade go. Once we get above 100, move it to break even and don't touch it. But that's not what we're doing so far today. See similar setup here on the ES. Didn't take it either. Fair value gap there. And this was your this is going to be your silver bullet setup here that I entered, but once again did not hold. So shift in market structure, took down the swing low, took out a low, shift in market structure to the upside, traded back into the gap perfectly, and then took off. So well, if it traded into this fair value gap, we would expect this to move up, but you know, you are kind of high up here. You know, you're kind of at the top there. So don't know that we want to be buying in up here at the top. Hey, Crypto Dylan, how you doing today? Did you make some nice money today? Kind of basing up here at the highs. What's the overnight high on the ES? Where's it at? Oh, I don't even think it's on here. My charts, when I opened my charts this morning, everything, all the saved data was just missing. There we go. So I didn't even notice I didn't have that on my chart. So we already made a new high. So yeah, we created a new low here. There we go. I didn't even notice that wasn't on there. That's bad. I have it on my other charts, but it was not on that one. You're up about 80K so far. All right. How's it going, Bartholomew? I'm up about not 80K. 273 and 196. So it's not holding my trades today. Well, not that I ever really hold them all that long. But I try my best, you know, trying to get better at it. Consolidation here in this area. Trying to get a little move up here if we can get it. Hey Denny, where are you along from? Come meet me at the 10-second chart, Crypto Dylan. Man, I don't know that I can do it. Let me look at the I'm gonna look at it. Let's look at the 10-second chart. Custom time. Let's see. How do you get it to seconds? Okay, seconds. All right, I got the 10-second chart pulled up on the ES here. Let's see what it looks like. Are you using? You're using that on the? I think you said you were trading the Nasdaq, right? Crypto Dylan, or are you on the ES? There's the 10-second chart for you, Crypto Dylan. Let's see how it looks. There's a lot of candles here. Well, I guess it really does show you how strong this move was, though. 10-second candle. The NQ, huh? All right, we'll try it. We'll look at it on the NQ here. It's, Calder Onster. I don't know how you say that. Probably mispronouncing your name. Sorry about that. We'll just call you Calder. How about that? All right, kind of moving up here. Let's does that keep you in the 10-second chart? Does that kind of does it give you a tighter stop? As you can see, the swing lows are a little bit tighter on the 10-second chart here. Yeah, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It helps out the channel. Appreciate it. I don't know, that 10-second chart seems to move pretty fast. Is Calder one of the guys in the chat room with you guys? The Discord? Gotcha. So what's your trade target typically, crypto, when you take an entry? You guys targeting 10 points, 5 points? Are you taking a bunch of trades, a bunch of scalps? Or are you trying to just enter a few per day? All right, Calder, appreciate that. The horse crew. All right. NQ trying to move up here. bit of a breakout here, looks like. Two plus points. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could use the 10-second chart. It's pretty fast. I mean, I guess it does kind of show you, you know, an immediate range that you're definitely trading in. Could just buy the bottom and sell the top, huh? That's the goal. All right, we'll give it a quick try here. Let's see if we can't, you know, scalp a few points. No, that's the wrong way. Kind of buy in the middle here, huh? All right, we're going to move to break even here. We're not going to risk it. Stopped us out for break even. I gave it a go. Probably should have been long here, huh? All right, Crypto Dylan. We'll see you later. 100 trades average a day. Wow. Hey, whatever you got to do to get it done, I guess. I'm not going to lie. I've had days where I've made, I don't know, 30, 40 trades. I think 47 might have been my high, something like that. Yeah, how's it going, Bobby? Automation. Trading the 10-second chart. What is automation? I'm unfamiliar with that. Is that some sort of bot or something? I don't know. High frequency trading using algo. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, I'm not using the 10-second chart. I looked at it. I figure I'd give it a look. It's a little fast for me. But I assume you can make any chart work. If you study it, you develop a system, probably can make any of them work. I do like a faster chart. That's why I like trading the Nasdaq. Program bot, yep. Carter is the bot. There you go. Get a bit of consolidation here in this area. Just kind of holding this gap here and this one here. Did you get stopped out on that trade, Denny? Long from 93. Sounds good. All right. Well, we're getting a pullback into this gap here a little further. Might just pull right through it this time. Possibly. Bartholomew's, just like looking for criteria you'd find on a higher time frame, they just show up just the same on the small. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You can, like I said, you can probably make any chart work. Just whatever you're comfortable with. Probably shows you the breakouts a little sooner and the breakdowns a little sooner there too. A lot of information. Trade back to the 20 SMA there in the middle of this gap. Kind of bounced off of it on the ES. Didn't quite get there on the NAS. NAS looks like it's holding up a little stronger here near the highs. Of course, it has not taken out the overnight high yet, and the ES has. So, still a little room to go here on the NAS. Just kind of waiting here to see if anything presents itself. I mean, obviously took this long a couple of times here on the Nasdaq. Moved my stop pretty quickly, but it looks like now we might be getting this breakout above 600s here. Possible move up to the high a day. Can kind of pierce this swing high. ES trying to follow suit here. Rejected at the 600 level, trading back into the gap. Retesting the 600 here once again. If you get to push it through that 600 and above this 606.50 area, then I don't see how it doesn't really take out that high a day there. You would think that it would that's the direction it'd go. ES trying to break back out here also. We break above that 607, 608 area. I may take a scalp to the high a day here. Maybe looking for a slight overshoot of it to that 620 area. Man, it's completely got rejected there at that 600 level, didn't we? Trade right back into the gap. Well, just kind of hanging out in this consolidation zone here, and not really much happening. Every breakout's been rejected so far. All right, I'm going to try this one more time here, see if we can't get this pushed through. Moving my stop to break even here already. I'm going to trail this up kind of tight. Probably get stopped. There you go. Almost makes me want to just put this order on if we trade back down here into the 88s and just put my stop at the 80, the low of the previous swing high or swing low, and just let it go. Kind of part of my problem is moving the stop too quickly there. Yeah, you're not lying about that. We're definitely stuck here, Bartholomew. Not much we can do about it. We just, I think you see I've taken 3 entries off here, but I haven't really, we haven't really broken out, so it's just too risky to buy there. I don't know why I keep trying it. I'm looking at the 10-second chart there, Bartholomew. That's where I was getting my, it's like, oh, this is kind of holding the bottom level here. Let's see if we can't push up. But I bought a little late there. Sometimes hard to buy the bottom. You don't quite know if that's really the bottom, and now we're getting this pullback a little deeper here. Very deep. Okay, everything just went black. Don't know. Yeah, something's going on with Tradevate for sure. Oh my goodness, everything just went black on me here. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call that a morning stream. Tradevate is acting weird. You can see it just, I don't know, it just booted me out and then just relogged me back on. So, let's see. I mean, it doesn't look like it's definitely Tradevate because we didn't go, it didn't kick us off our live. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and call that a stream for the morning. We're up 196 there on Top Step. And let's pull the Performance Center up here. We're up 302 on the other account. So basically $500. I will be back live today at 2 p.m. See if we can't find some more entries. And we will see you guys then. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, turn the bell on so you know when I start streaming. And we'll see you this afternoon at 2 p.m. Thank you.